What's up, guys? Today we're going to be fitting some pretty cool, what I consider to be comfort mods. We're going to be swapping the stock Ranger steering wheel for this PBS carbon fibre steering wheel. So the tools you're going to need for your steering wheel: a T10 Torx bit, a T20 Torx bit, and if you've got it as well, a T25, because there's two different size screws up here to take this bottom shroud off the steering wheel. This one's a 25 and then the lower one's a 20. But screwdriver, trim removal tool, T10, T20. Going to start off with removing this. So you can just be brute with it, grab it from there, from inside the pocket and pull it up. It's pretty simple to remove. And then down in the bottom corners, down here, there's a clip to hold them in. You can just rip it straight out of there, it won't hurt it. So I'm going to put that aside. And then to remove the actual airbag out of the steering wheel, there's a pin in here and one on the other side. It's best accessed with your steering wheel turned sideways. You're going to need to remember where exactly it's sitting later, because you've got to stick your other wheel on. This bottom bit here is screwed in, so I'm going to go ahead and remove the screws out of that. You're going to want to come under your bonnet and disconnect your earth off your battery. It's just a simple 10mm to unbolt that. Battery disconnected, you're free to jump in behind here, and there's two little clips in there where you can pull out the steering wheel. But first I'm going to remove these. There's four of these. There's one, another two up here and here, and then one up here, and they're the T10. Right, just to provide some context, those four screws I just undid were one behind here, one behind here, one behind here, and one behind here, and it holds this external trim piece here in that I'm not reusing, because the PBS steering wheel comes with the carbon fibre insert. You don't have to buy it extra. get this out, so you're pretty much prying from the back through here and trying to get the pins out from behind the airbag, which they're the little pins there. So when you're coming in, you're going to pry towards the center of the steering wheel, and that pulls these little pins in. And then you need to pop the airbag at the same time. So next up, you're going to want to, like, first of all, remember where the steering wheel is going, like the orientation of it. For mine, it's sideways because it's easier to get to the plugs when they're up the top here, or at the top of the steering wheel. So next I'll have to grab the correct socket to undo this, and I'll be back with it. Righto, so the steering wheel is held on by a 24mm socket. Now, I've seen other people do something that concerns me with these. You don't take that bolt completely out in case the steering wheel is, if the steering wheel is jammed in there so tight that you need to wiggle it, and you go and take that bolt completely out, this can smack you in the face, break your nose. If it pushes your nose up, it can kill you. So this bolt here, you loosen it off first. Once it's loose, break the steering wheel loose. So wobble the steering wheel, break it loose, left to right, and then take the bolt completely out after the steering wheel is wobbled loose. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So while that's there, this one I forgot is to unclip it from the clock spring, which is probably easier done while the wheel's still in. And then you need to feed your airbag wire back out the back of it. Right, that's the steering wheel off. Now you need to go ahead and remove, so the screws that I was talking about here, here, and here behind the wheel. So once we've got all them out, we're going to go ahead and gently pull all the wiring from the surrounds. Then there's another little screw here that needs to be undone. This little one in there, it's right near the center. You undo that, it looks like a T10 or a T20. Right, that's out. And all this comes out in one piece. Gently pry it out. That's out. So what's up next, guys? We pretty much need to remove these. So these little Torx bits here holding this in. That holds your buttons in, and it's going to hold them into the new one as well. That one out. carbon fibre bit. I'm gonna towel here just so I don't scratch it. And you want to lay your steering wheel controls in. It's pretty hard to mess that up. Alright, they're all centered in there. And then reaffix your screws. That's all done there. Now this bit here gets tucked back into your new steering wheel. So first off, we need to, this little hole here, we need to screw this back into there, the one that we took out before. So we'll sit this just sit it into the wheel. And put all the wiring back in these little channels that you've got down here. This one was the T20, I believe. Right guys, once that's all screwed back in there, we need to go ahead and reconnect these. This one goes on our airbag, and this one goes to the little spring around the outside that activates the horn. So we'll do that once we put the steering wheel back on the car. So the steering wheel will just need to chuck the airbag wire back through, realign the wheel in the direction that it came off, which appears to be that direction there for me. That's it there. And then we can go ahead and plug the clock spring back in. Make sure we've got no power with the horn button. Put the centre bolt back in. Add a little bit of Loctite before we do it. Go ahead and put the airbag and horn buttons back in. First off, we're going to connect the horn at the back door. First up, the horn goes on there. Very fidgety to do with the camera in the way. This wire here goes under the airbag, on the back of the airbag there. That little pin there. Just to tighten it up a touch. And then there, lucky last, make sure the orange clip is facing outwards first, and then this little airbag wire actually only goes in there one way, which I believe is this way. Clip it back in, and we come back to just popping the airbag back in. A click there and a click there, that's how you know it's back in. And now I can stick the battery wire back on. So put this little clip back on, and then this goes back down there. And you're going to tighten that back up in 10 minutes. That's what the steering wheel looks like in. You just want to reaffix these trims back in the reverse order of what you removed them in, the bottom one and then the top one. And you also need to put your screws back in the back of the steering wheel here. It's probably easy to do when it's out, but I'm going to put them back in right now. These little fellas here that you took out of there originally.